side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the boy who has loved you so true.
Across the river again we go to an abandoned stretch of road called Old Highway 1. The only way to travel the path of the river was, until a few years ago, Highway 1, a two-lane from Arkansas to Grand Isle. Imagine what you'd find along a road called Old Highway 1. Rayford Knight had a paper box at his home near Zimmerman, north of Boyce. The local boys had little else to do. That's the story here.
About every time they'd get wound up good on that stuff, you know, they had to take my paper box down and put a little addition to it. Put the wings on it, you know, and put the seat on it and all this other snorting and snapping everything.
You mean the boys around here added to it enough?
Oh, yeah.
Because they were taunting you enough to...
No,
with
they
your paper
thought
box?
that much about me, and they'd steal it and go modify it and bring it back the next day or two, and everything worked out pretty good.
Hasn't anybody put anything new on it lately? Oh, well, I'm going to have to come by some night and put something new on it. I'll put your propeller on it.
They call this area Barrett, you know, near Timber Trails and Lee Heights. We've followed the course of the river as closely as possible. Of course, for most of the time, you can't see the water for the levee. And then there are the times you mistakenly think you can get to Alexandria from here. Farmer Bobby Smith helped with directions, and just as we're leaving, he casually mentions that old abandoned Tyrolese graveyard.
Yes.
What do we have right over here?
That they claim is an old cemetery that the people who used to work at a sawmill, this used to be a little sawmill town, and they were buried over there when they worked here. The sawmill cut out around 1900 or 1905 or something like that.
But there really isn't anybody around anymore who really knows the town of Tyrolese.
Right.
Or that anybody lived and breathed here, really.
Right. That's exactly right.
But there's still that cemetery and the pecan trees.
Right.
Not a remnant remains of the town of Tyrolese.
The river's changed course so many times over the years. Sometimes when you go looking for lost Louisiana, you don't find it.